2008 F450. It's a dually, obviously. The turning radius on these is awesome. Way better than the F350s. This has a engine that was replaced 30,000 miles ago. I had a fan that went bad and I was towing up a hill and it overheated. So the engine is virtually new. The transmission decided to quit last summer after all those years. And the transmission is brand new, put in from the Ford dealership in Mesquite, where I was passing through on vacation. It's got a DVD player, touch screen, Bluetooth, obviously. You can input here video if you want, and audio. And there is a DVD screen up here, color. Works perfectly. My kids plug in with an HDMI port over there and play their Xbox. Also has a inverter here, so you can plug in phones or, like I said, your Xbox there and play on the nice big screen, or you can watch movies, plays from there. It's got a remote control so the kids can operate it from the back if they want. I got cup holders all over the place. These are kind of nice. They fold out of the way. Got them up here too. It's got a 51-gallon diesel fuel tank that has a electric solenoid on it. So you just flip a switch inside. And it starts to drain right into your factory fuel tank. This will show how much you have in it and your fuel gauge if you turn that on. And this one actually is the power for the airbags that I'll show you in just a second. Tires are all in good shape. Body's in really good shape. There's a couple places. Hit my trailer on my bed right there. I don't see anything over here. Got a little bit of clear coat coming off on that. Little wheel well fender. This is starting to come up a little bit, it looks like. It's not supposed to be that way, I don't think. There's the tiniest little spot here on the hood. Really just minor imperfections. 154,000 and some change miles. This thing runs like an absolute champ. It's got a backup camera right here, and that shows up when you go into reverse on this edge screen here. This is not a tuner. This gives you a gauge for all of your temperatures and everything, boost, EGTs. It's a backup camera. The truck sounds so good. It runs so good. You got your player over here. It's all touch screen. And then there's your temps. You can customize this. I've got mile per hour and then EGTs, which it runs really cool because this is deleted. I'll talk about that in just a minute. And you got your boost over here. You can change those things. While we're at it, that supplies power to airbags. There's an onboard compressor that shows fuel level, which is 0 in that auxiliary tank, and this drains the solenoid right down into your factory tank right there. There's also an air up option right there. And then of course a toolbox on the top that locks. And this is the fuel level sensor that actually sends it to this if you want to as well. This truck has the updated Mishimoto lifetime warranty, all aluminum radiator. You won't have any other problems that these 6.4s had with a breaking radiator. You can see it's brand new. The reason it's brand new is because after about 8 years, the other one started to leak a little bit. Mishimoto sent me out the new and updated one, $1,000 radiator, free. Didn't even pay for shipping. So you've got that in there. If you know this engine, you'll notice there is no EGR. The EGR has been deleted. If you live in a place with doesn't need emissions, this is what you want on this engine. It runs absolutely cool. So no EGR and no DPF. And to get around that from the computer, I had to purchase a $1,000 H&S tuner that comes with the truck to keep it tuned. And I've had it like that for about 7 or 8 years, and it just runs cool. It runs exactly the way these things were made to run. And so really reliable in that regard. You've got your plugs here if you're pulling a fifth wheel. This actually runs up into the cab. I had a camera on the back of my fifth wheel before I sold it, and I could see behind me on the actual stereo screen, which was really nice by just pushing the input button on the stereo. So that's what that is as well. Of course, this comes down and you've got your little old man handle there and your steps, so you can climb right up into it. There's no rust on this thing at all. It's very clean. You look at the size of this differential underneath here. This thing pulls straight and true. You can see the airbags up in there on either side. Spare tire, and this nice beefy hitch with electric hookups back here as well. I'll do one final walk around. I'll just say again, this is an amazing truck. Bought a motorhome, sold my fifth wheel. Don't have a need for a 450 anymore, but this thing runs like a dream. If you are looking for a dually that will tow and turn like you can't believe, this is an amazing deal, I believe. Mechanically, this is 100% sound. I'm very confident of that. I keep up on all of my stuff religiously, some might say. Oils and filter changes and fuel filter changes. Those things all happen annually, regardless of the miles. It's got about 155,000 miles. I put about 30,000 on there. I don't drive it very often, but it has been a wonderful truck, and it's looking for a new home. It will come with the original DPF, the diesel particulate filter that goes in line, and the CAT, and also the EGRs, which are an actually good coolers, EGR coolers, which are actually in good shape. So those will come with it in case you wanted to return it back to normal. But if you don't have emissions, I think that would be the worst thing that you could do, because this truck runs so cool. Before the delete, these temps would get up to 16, even 1700 on steep hills. Now 1200 max, and it's just, like I said, just a wonderfully running truck, and I think you'll love it.